Hey, what is up guys? Baron back again. As promised, here's my ideas of what minor Levolution concepts could occur in Second Assault. Now a lot of these ideas derive from what we've seen in the Levolution trailer, so some are really new and some are quite out there. So I'll talk about each map individually and try to put it in as much detail as possible. Hopefully you'll like them. Operation Firestorm. This was probably the most hard one to come up with concepts. One of the most obvious is to have the gas tanks located around the map to explode and create a temporary dust cloud, and obviously killing players as well. We could also have multiple fire extinguishers located around the structures. It fits really well with the whole oil refinery type theme map type thing. We could also have those certain platforms around the large structures be able to be destructible and then fall and create a ramp, so you don't have to take forever climbing up the ladders. This would be really useful for players who just take so long just to get up those ladders, and when they finally get up there, they're killed instantly by the sniper waiting for them. So that's a really good idea to have. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you remember to Siege of Shanghai, in the trailer, I think it was in the trailer, where he shoots the overhanging ceiling to a shop, and it falls over so he can climb up and get to those next levels. And that's all I can really think of for this map anyways. If you have any ideas of your own for this map, please tell me in the comments below. Gulf of Omen was also a really hard thing to implement the minor stuff into it. Again, we could have the fire extinguishers, placing bollards to stop vehicles. We could have that as well, but there is a problem with this because the theme of the map is a construction site, and having a fully working bollard system would not fit that theme. We could, however, have the shutters we've seen in Siege again, the shutter to the shops working, cutting off areas within buildings, and we could also add that destruction of certain objects or structures to get to some inaccessible areas. So those construction sites where you couldn't get up to the higher levels, we could have certain things being destroyed to get up there. An idea similar to this was to have objects attached onto the crane so that players can shoot weak spots and make it fall on other players. It creates an advantage by catching the player off guard, and it also makes cover for you as well. So that's Omen done. Now Operation Metro is perfect for little Levolution aspects. I've been waiting for ages, and I think Metro will be one of the best ones to use for little Levolution aspects. Not so much the big ones, but the little ones more. And now the main one I want to see is being able to control power at will. Obviously, it fits perfectly with the underground subway theme. Be able to turn off lights and then and silently kill everyone without them knowing. Now I also had this other idea that could go with the whole lighting effect, sorry, and it incorporates a strobe light effect where it will constantly flash between blinding a player and dark as well, so you couldn't see, hence the effect. Obviously, it's just a little idea I had. It will give that sense of, oh yeah, you got to be careful, you can't see but then you're blinded at the same time. It's really weird, but hopefully you can understand what I'm saying, and hopefully it will be in the game. Bollards would fit perfectly with this map. However, I still believe that there will still be an infantry map, so I think the shutter doors will play. So not so much the bollards, but the shutter doors will play a huge part of the gameplay this time around. So being able to cut off certain areas of the subway or certain areas in the building, stuff like that, really help this game along, or really help this map along. We should also see a standard car alarm going off and fire extinguishers are present as well. You see the cars outside, obviously, those will be really helpful for players. I'm also assuming that there will be some form of metal detectors present as well. Although there wouldn't be metal they'll pick up, obviously. It would be all the players picking up all the players who don't have tickets. So if you jump over the ticket booth, the alarm would go off. So it just gives that sense, and it's perfectly placed in the middle as well of the map. So everyone, if it was a choke point, everyone would be using it and everyone would be aware. So it's a really good idea to have. I also wanted, this is a weird one, I don't know if they'll do it, I'm pretty sure they won't. I also wanted the doors to close and open, doors to open and close that the players will, unless they get destroyed. And the perfect thing to work with this is to have the train doors open and close for an action that the player does. Some of you may be thinking it's not a big deal, but to me, I've always been in the situation where I needed a quick escape, and those doors are the only thing standing in the way. It's the little things that make Battlefield what it is, and if they incorporate this, it will make the game so much better. Now, we already know that the player can make the ceiling collapse onto others below, but if DICE were really to make the street level playable, This could also get players from falling, like from above, falling below. It was very similar to the tank falling through the floor of from Siege of Shanghai in the trailer, except it'll be just people and not like massive tanks. Finally, it's Caspian border, and now this was a weird one to work with. First one I thought it was to have the static trees fall over and stop players advancing, so it wouldn't be just like a free moving tree that you can move over. It'll be like set trees in certain points where you destroy the base and the tree would fall over in a certain way, cutting off like roots and stuff like that for like tanks and stuff. Of course though, the destruction of the trees would eventually be useless, so it gives it that kind of balance, so the trees won't be there forever unless the player destroys them. We can also see like the multiple small antennas to stop the players as well. Making them electrified could add that the extra danger factor. So a small antenna falls over and it's literally electrified and you can't step on it, otherwise you will die. Another good idea to have. I also had this one where the bridge, if you know that small little bridge in the middle of the map, is collapsible, so it can stop vehicles, I guess. Simple and easy. I'll say bollards, but this map gives the theme of a border checkpoint. It would only work effectively in one area of the map, which is the checkpoint area. Obviously, you can set up bollards there and press the button whenever you need to, but that can only be done in one area, and it gives one team a huge advantage over just that aspect, and it really doesn't really fit, so I'll move on. Finally, we could see a simple and easy ambient weather element to negate sight and stuff like that. That is also, like, that can work with any of these maps really, just that weather element to help that game make it more visually stunning and stuff like that. So that's it guys for my minor Levolution concepts. If you haven't seen my other video on a large scale Levolution, I'll link it below. Be sure to check it out because these both minor and major Levolution concepts work together. You can't have one without the other. I hope you guys enjoyed my videos, and from what I've seen with the likes and views, you guys really like them a lot. So thanks again guys, and I'll see you guys next time.